What's happening, guys? Got something a little bit different for this one. We're talking about body armor. Body armor, this is from Defender Armor. So this is a level 3 for 7.62, 5.56. Very lightweight. This is not their lightest by any means. I think this is about close to 4 pounds, 3.5, 4 pounds. They have some rated level 3 plus, and those are down to 2 pounds or less, depending on the size. I need a bigger size. Anyways, this is expendable. I hate to shoot it, but we're gonna do it. So we're gonna shoot this. I already gave it away, right? We're gonna shoot this with this, using these bullets, as you know. These are just from Hop Ammunition, so House of Pain ammunition, munitions, and these are just the 55 grain. All right, so nothing special. It says velocity 3,200 feet per second, 3,240. Energy, it says, is 1282 foot-pounds. I'm not super nerdy into that stuff, but some of you guys are. So that's what we're shooting, and we're gonna see not just as you normally see on the YouTube is a single shot and then they keep going. We're just gonna do 5.56 because that's most common rifle, and we're gonna just shoot it fast. I'm gonna shoot it 8, 9, 10 times in a row. And if you're familiar with my channel, I'm gonna try to go at full speed. So hopefully you see a high concentration of hits very fast, and we're gonna see what this does, how it reacts to it. Now, obviously it's not gonna be on a person, right? We're gonna be putting it on a piece of Charlie steel right over there. And I'm gonna just simply just tape it to it and see what I can do. It might stay on, it might fall off. If I hit the steel or if it goes through, I'm gonna have to buy my buddy Todd a new piece of steel, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But we're gonna find out together. So let's get to it, let's set it up. All right, so here's the setup. I probably found the worst tape I could. It's all I could find at home. Some painter's tape, yeah, it's garbage. However, it's staying on there as long as you're not aggressive with it, right? So we're just gonna shoot it and see what happens. But hopefully it stays there for, I'm hoping to get about 10 rounds off. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Okay, I pulled off. I missed one trying to go fast, scarred it, but at least it's the back and it didn't go through. So we favored the right side, but I kind of went up and down it. Let's see. So this is what it looks like from the front. From the front, make sure you get that. How many shots is that? Some of these could be 2 if they're close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's the guy I missed. 14. That could be 2 in one hole. I don't know. I didn't count. You can go back and play and count. Let's look at the back. Ready for this? Okay. We're gonna have to, looks like it was blowing out the bottom. That's not from, I mean, it's coming through, but it's hitting this and kind of expanding the foam. You can see a lot of bulging. Okay, nothing came through. So this is probably shrapnel started to make it through as it kind of broke, maybe on the bottom. You can see the layers in there. And actually you can see the little bullet right there. Look at that. You can see at least one of the projectiles stacked up there at the bottom. And it's hard to say if it's this guy or maybe it's from the other spot, because this guy has a little piece right there. See that? Look at that, like a loose tooth. So that's what we got on the back. I'm pretty happy. That's pretty good. Obviously, if you're wearing that and you're getting hit, it's going to be a bad day, no matter what. Plus, you get this guy that I snuck around the body armor. However, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, you can see all the stuff coming out. But that's not bad. All right, so I hate the views where you're holding the camera and it's all moving around and stuff. So I'm just gonna show you kind of like this as well. So you're gonna have both to look at. So like I said, that is the front. This could be two. It's really hard to tell. So I shot it approximately 14 times. This one kind of winged by, and I think just because it clipped it, fortunately, it only scarred my plate, and it's not even mine. It only scarred that steel. It didn't go through it. I think it lost some velocity here. However, because of these kind of in close quarters, you can see the bulging it took up here and right in the middle here from all these grouped together. So the back, it's definitely bulged out, as you can see mainly here and here. And then at the bottom, it kind of blew out the bottom. So, and you can see, if you didn't see before, I'm going to try to show you. It's got some fragments in there, right there, specifically above my ugly fingers, right there. There's one in there that you can see. Anyways, I'm going to maybe tear this apart and cut off the outer layer so you can kind of see underneath. I want to see what's in here, so that'll probably be next. Oh, there we go. You can see actually they're holding, I can see it, you probably won't be able to see it, but inside this first layer, this outer hard layer, you can see it kind of created a void, and the bullets, the fragments are kind of floating around in there, as well as falling out when you shake them like a salt shaker basically. So I don't know, guys, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a true test of, you know, lots of firepower getting thrown all at the same time. I don't know, I haven't seen it, so I was always curious what would happen if you shoot fast and stack them, you know what I mean? None of them are in the same exact spot. However, I mean, that's a bad day. No matter what, I don't care what armor you're wearing, that's a bad day. Get inside a tank if somebody's shooting at you like that. All right, turns out I wasn't satisfied. I mean, it's still pretty good, right? I mean, it only got shot 13 or 14 times. Some people live through that, right? Well, let's shoot it with a 9mm, and this is this is from Masterclass Munitions. This ammo is coming out at about 1,100 feet per second. They're 124 grain bullets, hollow points. So we're gonna see if we can push some through. I don't know. I'm gonna shoot this a few times. I'm gonna shoot it fast, try to hit it, all the bullets in the center mass as best I can. I'm gonna stand a little closer. Hopefully I don't get anything thrown back at me. So let's just see what it does. I'll shoot it until it falls, maybe. Or I'll shoot all of them. Hey, look at that tape. That plumber's tape doing work. Let's go look at this thing. I expected it to kind of fall, but I kept them fairly in the center. That is a lot. That mag holds, I think it was 22, 23. So you get to watch me take this off and we'll look at the back. I want a still camera for you. Like I mentioned, I hate when cameras are bouncing around. Oh, this plumber's tape, man. You guys gotta get you some plumber's tape. Forget duct tape. All right. All of them hit it. I mean, I didn't shoot extremely fast, but all of them definitely hit it. And still, we got nothing. Nothing changed back here, I don't think. Maybe a little bit bulgier right here. I mean, I think I tried to keep them center. That almost looks like it kind of pushed, but then went back in. It didn't penetrate at all. Here's on the side, I think. So the rips you see here aren't from it coming through. It's from it hitting the side right here. And then down here, I think some of that's from like shrapnel, I think, coming down, I believe. Actually, that could be from this guy. I didn't even see that guy. These two are from the rifle. So this right here could have cut that up. If you look right there, a miss could have done that. So that might not even happen had I just hit the plate, right? So that could be on me, and just that shrapnel from the splashback from this cut that and kind of compromise it a little bit. So that just kind of like tells the story that this is even better, you know, if it's getting, you know, because we're not bouncing bullets back at our plates to cut them, but we're probably not getting shot this many times and surviving anyways. But just curious, thought I would try it, thought you guys would want to see it because I did. And yeah, we'll cut this open and now we'll see what it looks like. Shot like 14 223 at it, and what I say, 22 23 9. So let's see, let's open it up, do some surgery. All right guys, so here we go. We are going to dissect the plate that I shot. So there's a new one. We are going to probably shoot this again, and I'll show you why. I want to dissect it kind of to show you basically what I believe happened. So as you saw, I had this against a AR-500 steel, not really meant for rifle, but it didn't go through. It did some damage because I missed, right? I missed right here, and I clipped this, and because it hit some of this, it absorbed a lot of it, as you see, and it didn't have a lot that threw shrapnel on the backside here. It did a little bit, but not too bad. And it turns out down here, as we see, I missed completely, at least once, and that shrapnel went straight up into it. And if you saw, it was leaned away, so that directed it into the backside of this. None of these bullets that I shot from the front and hit it went through. As you can see, it's definitely deformed and bulged, which you can expect, but nothing got through. So this was the most damage. The misses caused the most damage, and that's just because it hit the steel behind it and threw lead or shrapnel into it and cut it open. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to cut this open, see if this even works. Oh, it works pretty good. Let's see what this looks like. There you go, 3+. In case you couldn't tell from that. So that, you can kind of actually see the splash from it hitting the metal and cutting up into it. You can totally kind of, you know, decipher what happened. You can use your deductive reasoning there. And this stuff is pretty thick. It's obviously adhesive on the backside, but you know, it doesn't really hold up obviously to 223 splashing in its face. Let's take this apart. I mean, I don't know if I can get these layers off. We're gonna try. Probably a better way. Oh, this was working all right. So we're taking a look inside. So there you go. Like, yeah, there's no bullets. Hopefully you can see this. There's nothing coming through on this where it looks ugly and it looked like something may have penetrated. There's nothing. It's literally just from the metal. So, and you can see all the innards coming out because I shot this so many times. I hit this at least 12 or 13 times. That would be probably 13. And then I had a miss or two. I hit it at least 12 times with the AR, meaning the 223 rounds. And then I hit it 22 or 23 with the pistol. I don't know how many I had in my mag. It's either 22 or 23. And I just shot, all of those hit. I was a little closer. I stood back with the AR just because I was concerned about if I did miss, because I wanted to shoot it fast. I just wanted to see how fast this could take rounds, because I like to shoot fast. Nothing scientific about that. And just kind of see where the groupings would end up and how it would handle it, and kind of like real time.
if somebody were to wear this armor and somebody that was proficient at shooting them in the armor. Now, if you're getting that kind of fire thrown at you, it probably doesn't matter if you got armor or not. But let's pull the rest of this off so we can just look at it. Kind of feels like I'm doing something wrong with such beautiful, expensive armor. You know, just kind of sucks. Spend so much money and then to destroy it. But we need to know. We need to know, you know, did we spend our money wisely, right? I think that's good right there. And the backside is the most important, obviously, because we need to see if anything came through. So right here we didn't. This is what we got, guys. So kind of the same story that I suspected before I opened it up. Is down here is the most damage from a miss, because it hit the steel and it pushed it up because the angle of the steel directed it into the backside of this. And then the other one, which was right here, yep, it missed. It just barely clipped it, but you see it got these layers and it slowed it down. It did hit the steel, but because it slowed it down so much from just snagging the outside edge, like it didn't penetrate those, it just kind of grabbed them and slowed it down. It didn't do the same damage as down here. This was a total miss down here. And yeah, and plus, because of the angle, it hit top side, it angled the shrapnel up, whatever did hit the steel. So I'm happy with this. Like, I'm gonna buy more. So I got well, I sacrificed one. We're gonna do the other one too. So don't, you know, we're gonna do a part 2. I think this is part one, and then we're gonna try this other one. And just, I think I'm gonna do, you tell me, should I do 308 and 45? I'll do 2 calibers. I'll do it with the, I think my SOCOM 16 308. Throw some rounds at it, see what happens, and then shoot it with the old 45. Just kind of go old school, new school type of thing, maybe. So this is what I put it in. This is the 2.0. This is the QRC 2.0. I mean, great. Like, they sent me these singular mag pouches, which are awesome. The MOLLE system works great. I love just the rip apart, quick release. I prefer the 2.0 personally. After wearing them both, just not a lot, but enough. You know, I'm running in them. I'm doing some workouts in them, but they're comfortable. So I've tried both, and then the back here is just, I love the way it stretches to fit you. You can adjust it, but either way, I just see this paracord, this stretchy paracord is awesome, because when it breaks down, you just replace that, and that's probably what's going to break down first over time. And so it just means it's going to last longer, in my opinion. I believe that. This is the 3.0. I don't have any plates because I shot them, one of them. This is a triple pouch, and that just, I've got it connected here, and then you just rip it off, as you know. And then you can adjust these right here. This is really nice. This lever, the tubes, the tubes lever is really nice. I do like it. It's better than anything I ran on patrol. But the thing about this is you pull out and down. Very simple. It's not much, but I like the fact that the other ones you can just rip apart. Now, there's pros and cons to everything. The cons to that, just quick release when you grab it. If you snag it on something as you walk by it, it could just pull that side right off. Especially, you know, a guy my size, 240 pounds, moving through a house. If something snags on the handle or something, it's gonna pop off. This, there's nothing to snag. So you just lock it in. You just have this. It's a smaller grab point, right? It's a little tab. So it's less to grab onto when you want it off. However, this shouldn't snag on anything, and then even if it does, it's pulling away, but it has to pull down too, so away and down. So that's a positive, but I'm not really clearing houses. I'm not doing any of that anymore. I just something to think about when you're choosing this stuff. This is the 3.0, and I think it's probably for that reason why they did something that you don't want to snag. So let's look at these. Get that razor out here. If you look at these side by side, you've got this, which could easily be snagged by something and then just pull off. Right? That could snag something really easily versus this tab. And all this has to do is get pulled. And this has to be pulled out and then down. So, just different. But other than that, I think that the rest of it, there might be little things I'm missing that are upgrades, but everything else looks the same. These are the same tabs throughout each one. So, yeah, that's about it. They're gonna feel the same on. I ran the plates in both of them and wore them, and really once they're on and you adjust them, you know, the shoulders to you or whatever, they're going to feel the same, very comfortable. They hug you around the sides more than over the shoulders, so you're not going to feel them on your shoulders as much, which is a good thing, I think, for longevity, because I've ran these things. I don't run far. I run like a mile and a half. I'm not a distance runner. And then moving, getting up and down, doing some burpees, things like that, to where you're kind of like, they could get in the way for some of these things. They're very minimalist for that, but do a great job, kind of cover all your bases, but still minimalist. But anyways, that's my opinion. Obviously, everybody's got one, and just some things to look at. I would have definitely ran this on patrol for those high threat calls. We're gonna come back and we're gonna shoot this, and that's our next one. So we did the 223 with a 9mm, kind of the modern, what everybody uses. And now we're gonna see what happens when we do 308. 308, we're jumping right into the bigger rounds, and then do the 45. So yeah, check back in. We'll do that probably in the next couple weeks. But this is episode 1. That'll be episode 2. Something like that. Something to get you keep coming back. Hopefully it's interesting enough. I know I had fun doing it, and the more of this stuff I do, the more you guys watch, the more I get to do. So it's really just about me, guys. I get to be selfish and do cool stuff, and all you got to do is watch. All right, I'll see you on the next one.